Let's hit it. Another one for the Empower Talk. We're talking about self-image, how to get it, how to keep it, how to maintain, right? Self-image has a lot to do with your self-confidence, right? If you see yourself as a great man, as a valuable man, as a great father, as a great husband, in the way that you're going to really understand how you really see yourself is that if you go and imagine, right? You go a little bit off and kind of like try to see yourself from the outside. Like let's see you over here and you look into you, right? You go into the mirror and then you look into yourself, and then you start thinking about, okay, would I want to be like this man's partner in business? Would if I was a woman, would I would have want to be in a relationship with this man, right? And so on and so on. Good morning, sir. And that way you start to really um, get deep into how you see yourself, right? That's going to be very, very, very great work to do, because you're going to get an overview like how you really see yourself within, like what is really like on your mind, that you might want to think confident about yourself, but you are seeing yourself in a different way. Now, what really changes that is your actions, because if you're living day by day with poor choices, right, you're not going to have self-confidence. But I have a great book about self-image that um, I have seen it to raise my self-confidence to the roof. It goes Psycho Cybernetics, and it's about self-image, but that got so much to do with your self-confidence, right? Because the way you see yourself is the way you're going to measure the level of confidence that you have. Because if you see yourself like a loser, for example, how are you going to have confidence, right? Now, if you see yourself like a winner, right, you're going to have a lot of confidence, right? Because you're winning, right? It's different emotions attached to it, right? Because it's different outcomes. But if you see yourself um, and you do that work, right, to analyze like how you see yourself on different areas, right? As a father, as a business partner, as a friend, as just like as a human, or any other case like that. Um, in all the areas, right? And then you will be able to um, get a blueprint the way you see yourself. But it's a lot into it. That's why I'm recommending the book. Um, I think that would be like the best ideal thing for you to like get your self-esteem up, your self-confidence to like very like up to the roof. Um, it's the best book, powerful book you can read in probably like 2 hours, and you will have a transformation in your self-confidence. And another thing is that you got to align that, all these things that we talk about, personal development and um, growth, uh, mindset. All this is very powerful, but only when you apply. If you're not applying these things, right, you're not gonna see nothing happen. It's like I can give you a recipe, right, of something. If you don't put the recipe together, you can have everything else. You can have all the ingredients, you can have the recipe, but you're not going to get the outcome because you didn't put it together and made it happen, right? It's very simple examples like that, but that's how things happen in real life, right? To be able to win and get the results that we want, right? I mean, very simple, right? Come to the gym, work out, eat right, and you have the body that you want. And very simple too. Don't do none of these things, and you have a body that will give you problems that you don't want, right? That will give you a lot of problems with your self-confidence. Will give you a lot of problems with your health. Will give you a lot of problems with way you see yourself, how productive you are with your energy levels and everything else, right? Very simple, right? And with that very simple stuff, it get us in a very complicated um, place if we don't really take care of those issues. So for self-confidence, um, it has a lot to do with visualization, subconscious mind, um, to really continue to bring, for example, like when it comes to something that you want to become, right? That you're not that person yet, but you admire and you see yourself as that person to become. That's a great strategy, right? To level up, right? You're on this level, you see yourself on this level, right? So you got to go from 3 to 5 or 7, right? So you got to start seeing yourself that way, right? It's kind of like fake it till you make it, but not really, because you are working and you are taking the steps to get there, right? So that gives you enough confidence where you believe that you are coming up, and then you are, you know, stepping up, um, step by step, moving up in levels to the point that all linkings together, and then it goes to your subconscious mind where it just brings you a boost and have you arriving there, right? Because your subconscious mind is kind of like the part of the brain that it's kind of like a program. When it's downloaded, it happens, right? It just appear right there, whatever you download. And that's the same thing with the subconscious mind. When something downloads to your mind, boom, it happens on your reality, on your life, right? Kind of like a miracle. But you work your way to that. You work with your conscience and you work with the real actions in life. So you was already doing that. It's just like when things get to be finalized and complete, right? So you have this book, you get some great habits in, and that's gonna help you so much. Because even though if you have great habits in and your self-confidence is low, your self-esteem is low, it's not gonna help you, because you're gonna have a lot of issues to deal with within internal, and you're trying to bring a good habit, and it's gonna be hard for you to maintain that good habit and continue to get the results for those good habits, because your self-esteem and your self-confidence. That's why you gotta be able to have an image of that person that you want to become. For example, when you go into the gym and you don't have the body that you want, you use this kind of principle, right? You use this strategy. What you do, you see that body that you want to be, like your end goal. You know, I want to be, 200 pounds with 19, 20 inches biceps, a chest that is, you got to have everything in details, right? Where you can see it clear, like the body that you want, 6-pack, 8-pack, right? Thick legs, and nice calves and all that. And you visualize yourself with that body, right? And then you go to work. Now you start to, even though you don't look that way yet, but you every day looking to where you want to get, right? Because that's kind of like your driving, right? To get where, because you know what you put into work today is getting you there little by little, right? So you're working with your self-image, right? Which is the outcome.
Give it to me like